Good morning students. I am BIMALA KUJUR, lecturer in psychology from RAMADEVI Women's Junior College. The topic for discussion is on physiological basis of behavior. Specifically, the topic is on structure and functions of nervous system today. So, first we must understand what is nervous system about. Nervous system is the most complex and developed of all living creatures. It is the most complex process and it is the developed process in human beings that make human beings a unique animal or organism amongst all. Through nervous system, though nervous system functions as whole, it can be divided into many parts due to its locations and functions. Nervous system acts as a whole, isn't it? But it can be divided into many parts due to its locations. That locations means in nervous systems, the area where it is not that every part is situated in one single area. In different places, the systems is located and execute different functions. So, accordingly, nervous system works. Based on location, nervous system is divided into two different parts. One is central nervous system, that is short form is CNS. Another one is peripheral nervous system, that is PNS. So, nervous system is divided into two parts, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Here I am going to draw the schematic presentation of the nervous system, then it would be clear for you. Here nervous system is divided into two parts. One is brain, central nervous system or CNS, and peripheral nervous system, that is PNS. Further, central nervous system is again divided into two parts, that is brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system are the neural tissues outside the brain and spinal cord. As per the syllabus, previously this PNS is also included in our syllabus, but for you in the present syllabus, this portions, this peripheral nervous system is just cut up. So, we will not look into this system of nervous system. We have to focus only on the part that is the central nervous system, which is divided into two segments. One is brain, another one is spinal cord. So, let us discuss about it into detail. Got it? So, this is the schematic representations. I am making another representation that would be easier for you to understand the central nervous system in a detailed way. One structure I am making it, just go through it. Central nervous system divided into two parts. One is brain, as I told, another one is spinal cord. Okay. Here brain is again subdivided into three parts. Midbrain. First one is hindbrain. First one is hindbrain. Midbrain. And this one is forebrain. So these are the three division of the brain: hindbrain, midbrain and the forebrain. So what are the subcontents which are present in the hindbrain? Basically there are three subdivisions of hindbrain are medulla, pons and cerebellum. Medulla, pons and cerebellum. These are the three basic subdivisions that are in the hindbrain. Midbrain, one important thing is there, that is called as the RAS or reticular activating system. This is reticular activating system. Within forebrain, four subdivisions are there. They are thalamus, hypothalamus, limbic system, and the cerebral cortex or cerebrum. This is the tree structure of the brain that we are going to look into. Central nervous system. Brain is divided into three parts: hindbrain, midbrain and forebrain. Subdivisions of hindbrain are medulla, pons and cerebellum, and within midbrain there is RAS system is there, and forebrain four subdivisions are there: thalamus, hypothalamus, limbic system, cerebral cortex and spinal cord we are going to discuss. So this is the tree structure of the central nervous system. Now let us discuss it into detail. This is the structure. First just look into this is the structure of the human brain system, where cerebral hemisphere is here situated, thalamus is situated at the middle, hypothalamus is there, pituitary, pons, medulla, spinal cord is this one, and cerebellum is this, and this one is the midbrain. So this is the structure of the human brain system. So let us discuss the parts. The brain can be divided into three parts, as I told: hindbrain, midbrain and forebrain. So let us start with the first part, that is the hindbrain. The backside of the human being is called as hindbrain. It is situated at the backside. The backside of brain is called hindbrain. And it consists of three main subdivisions. They are medulla, cerebellum and pons. It consists of three main subdivisions are there. One is medulla, second one is pons, third one is cerebellum. Let us discuss what its functions are. Medulla is the lowest part of the brainstem. It is situated at the lowest part. Medulla is the lowest part of brainstem. तमे structure टा देखि परिबो so that you can understand. It is the lowest part of brainstem. And its primary function is to coordinate vital process of body like breathing, heartbeat rate and gastrointestinal functions. So it coordinates breathing, heartbeat rate, gastrointestinal functions. Gastrointestinal functions. Got it? Pons serves as a relay station for the auditory system. Pons, it is the relay station of the auditory system. It works as pons as the relay station of auditory system. Its chief functions include it transmits information about body movement and also involved in functions related to attention, sleep, alertness, etc. Transmits information about body movements and its functions related to attentions. Yes, functions include attention and alertness. It contains nuclei containing respiratory movement and facial expressions. It also plays a significant role in executing the dreams. जहाँ किसी भी हमें dreams देखुचु, carrying out dreams is possible because of the presence of the pons. Next, come to the cerebellum. It is also known as the little brain. Very often it is called as the little brain. And its functions basically its function executions and functions include motor coordination is possible by this, and it maintains body balance and postures. injury to cerebellum may lead to lack motor coordination, stumbling and loss of muscle tone. तमे देखिथिबो किछि जण जेतेबेले एल्डरली लोकंकर शेकिंग ऑफ नेक एंड हेड आमे देखि थाउ लोक बयस हला बेलको से जिनिसटा आस्था काहे कि आस्था बिकॉज ऑफ द इम्पेयरमेंट ऑफ दिस सेरिबेलम प्रोसेस फॉर व्हिच तांकर मोटर कोऑर्डिनेशन भलो भाबरे हुए नाही एवं जोथि पई तांकर शेकिंग ऑफ हैंड जेतेले हम हैंडशेक करछु तांकर हातटा हलु थाए किबा बेकोटा कथा कहला बेलको बेको विल बी सेटा भी हल्ला शेकिंग ऑफ द नेक हे कि आमे तांको ऑब्जर्व करि थाउ. Beside this, it is also responsible for higher order mental functioning, जहाँ भी memory, आमर thinking, reasoning गुड़ा कहूँ higher order mental functioning is there, and most important feature is that biological clock is located in cerebellum. So this is about the functioning of the hindbrain and what are the subdivisions, and depending upon its locations and functions, what are the specific functions are done by medulla and pons and cerebellum we discussed. Next, second part of the human brain system, that is the midbrain. Let us discuss about it. So first, midbrain is situated at the center of the brain. Midbrain is situated at the center. It is situated at the center of brain. It plays a specific role in visual and auditory activity. One important functions of this part, that is midbrain, is RAS, that I told. Let us discuss in detail what is RAS. The full form of RAS is reticular activating system. It is the portion of midbrain that has dense network of neurons. So it has dense network of neurons. Let's talk about its locations. Okay, so RAS originates in hindbrain and extends into hypothalamus and thalamus, and its vital functions include shifting of attention, arousal, sleep, activity. And one important feature is that damage to RAS can cause comatose. It is linked to awareness or alertness, and damage to it may cause comatose. आमे जते बेले देखुछु कि जते बेले हॉस्पिटलाइज हो जाउछंती ब्रेन डैमेज होची एक्सीडेंटल ब्रेन अफेक्ट होची कि ब्रेन रे माड़ होईची सेते बेले जदी तमरो ए मिड ब्रेन अफेक्ट होईची पर्टिकुलरली ए पोर्शंस माड़ होईची देन कौन होची ना तमरो इट मे कॉज टू द कोमाटोस द पर्सन मे स्लीप may not die but may sleep for a month year. I do not know when he will get up or maybe not से सेमती अवस्था रे ही रही पारिबो कोमारे वर्ष वर्ष काल किंबा जदि भी बंचिकी रही से किसी कथा कहि पारिबोनी किसी रेस्पोंड करि पारिबोनी कोनोसी कार्य करि पारिबोनी but he might be alive in terms of coma stage. Got it? And another important functions include selective attention is there. Because of this we are able to attend to a particular event or situations that we want to attend. And it is also its functions include regulation of muscle tone and cardiac reflexes. Regulations of muscles, regulations of muscles and cardiac माने heart cardiac reflexes are controlled by RAS system. So this is about the midbrain process. Next let us talk about third part, that is the forebrain. This is the third part of the human brain system, that is the forebrain. The forebrain is the most important part of brain system. Virtually, it includes all the parts of behavior like perception, emotion, motivation, learning, memory, language, thinking. Almost every parts of human beings जोटा कि हमको कोटे constitute करची human beings attributes भाବରେ almost every segments are controlled by the forebrain. The major parts of the forebrain are thalamus, hypothalamus, limbic system and cerebrum. तो एटारे हमरो functions include forebrain रे almost every activities like learning, thinking, reasoning, perception, attention, memory and so on. So basically forebrain includes four things: thalamus, subdivisions are thalamus, hypothalamus, limbic system, आ गोटे रहिला तमरो सेरिब्रम. गोटे गोटे चलो डिस्कस करिवा. First let's start with the thalamus. It is located just before the hypothalamus. It is located just before the hypothalamus. It is otherwise called as the great relay station of the brain. याकू आमे अन्य नाम रे भी जानूछु. It is called as the great relay station of brain. It transmits almost all sensory messages to other parts of the brain. Almost all sensory informations to other parts of brain. Other parts of brain. Next come to the hypothalamus subdivision. Hypothalamus is located just beneath the thalamus. It is located just beneath the thalamus. Its weight is about 4 grams. It plays a key role in homeostasis. It's play a key role in homeostasis, that is the maintenance of the body internal environment at optimal level. It regulates activities like eating, drinking, sexual behavior, emotional reactions such as fear, anger, etc. It is sometimes called as the brain stress center. Next subdivision, that is limbic system, we will discuss. It is structurally interconnected with hypothalamus. It involves activities like hunger, sex, aggressions. The three basic structures in the limbic system are amygdala, hippocampus and septum. Amygdala, hippocampus and septum. This is the three basic structure of limbic system. Amygdala plays important role in memory and certain basic emotions. It plays role in memory, amygdala, memory and emotions. The damage to amygdala may cause an animal to be less fearful and over curious and hypersexual and more exploratory. এই amygdala portion টা যদি ড্যামেজ হেলা the animal may be less fearful অল্প ডরিব over curious curiosity will be over hypersexual and more exploratory behavior ଆମେ observe କରିବା. Damage to hippocampus affect the short term memory. It will affect the short term memory. Hippocampus টা affect করে যদি ড্যামেজ হেলা damage to it affect short term memory. Surgical removal of hippocampus may make a person inefficient to store information permanently even though he or she can retrieve old memories. এইটা যদি হিপোক্যাম্পাস যদি তোমার মানে সর্জিকাল আমার হেকি হଉଛି তার বহুত চান্সেস থাকে কি আমার সর্জিকাল রিমুভার অফ হিপোক্যাম্পাস যদি করে দিয়া হଉଛି সেটা কোন করছি না পারসন কু ইনএফিসিয়েন্ট করে দଉଛି টু স্টোর ইনফরমেশন परमानेंटली কোনসি ইনফরমেশন টাকু परमानेंटली ব্রেন রে স্টোর করিয়া পে তাকু ইনএফিসিয়েন্ট করে দଉଛି. ড্যামেজ টু সেপ্টাম লিডস সম mammals to respond aggressively even with slight provocations. এই সেপ্টামটা যদি ড্যামেজ হেলা ড্যামেজ to this may lead an animal more furious or aggressive with little provocation. So this is about the forebrain system. Next point is cerebrum. এই forebrain রে চারটা পয়েন্ট जो कहूली से भितर आ गोटे रहिला cerebrum. Cerebrum is divided into two equal halves. Cerebrum is divided into two equal halves. One is left hemisphere another one is right hemisphere. Left hemisphere is connected with right side of the body and receives sensory informations from right side of the body. Got it? And right hemisphere receives informations from the left side of the body and as well as it also receives informations from the left side of the body, just the opposites. Got it? And each of the hemisphere is divided into four different parts. Each of the hemisphere are divided into four different parts, or we can call it as the lobes. They are frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal. They are frontal, parietal, occipital, temporal. Got it? So frontal lobe is basically functions include planning, execution and control of motor movement. Planning, execution and control of motor movement. Parental is specified for touch, pressure and pain. Occipital, that is, it receives visual input from eye. Last one, temporal, it receives information from air. So these are about the brain, parts, brain structure. Another structure we have to mention, that is the spinal cord. Spinal cord is a long rope-like collection of nerve fibers which run inside the spine. It is situated inside the spine. Its one end is connected with medulla of brain and another is free at the tail end. गोटे एंडटा यार मेडुला सहित कनेक्शन अच्छी अन्यटा फ्री छाड़ दिया है. Its structure all along its strength is equal, similar everywhere, and the interior of the spinal cord is grey that resembles like butterfly shaped, present in the center of the spinal cord, and it contains association neurons and other cells. The outer of the spinal cord दुईटा प्रकार ये अच्छी. इंटीरियर टा ग्रे रोची, इंटीरियर वन इज ग्रे रोची, आउटर टा तार आउटर विजिलेंस टा केमती रोची, इट इज व्हाइट. हैला, outer of the spinal cord is white, that is composed of ascending and descending neural tracts. एइथरे हमर आउटर स्पाइनल कॉर्ड रे हमर कोन होची असेंडिंग डिसेंडिंग हमर ब्रेन पाखकु इन्फॉर्मेशन जीवो सेंसरी नर्व्स अनुसार एवं ब्रेन रु इन्फॉर्मेशन अगेन मसल साडो को आसीबो. तो असेंडिंग डिसेंडिंग पाथवेस टा हमर आउटवर्ड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड करूची. आ इंटीरियर स्पाइनल कॉर्ड आमे जानिले कि एसोसिएशन क्रिएट करूची इट बिटवीन न्यूरॉन्स एंड अदर सेल्स, एंड there are 31 of spinal nerves present. There are 31 sets of spinal nerves present. एते ह्यूज अमाउंट रो स्पाइनल नर्व्स रही कि जनरली दुईटा फंक्शंस से माने करूछंती. टू मेजर फंक्शंस ऑफ इट आर गोटे है इट कैरिंग इंफॉर्मेशन, अनदर वन इज इट्स कोऑर्डिनेटिंग रिफ्लेक्सेस. ए दुईटा मेजर टास्क से करूची स्पाइनल कॉर्ड. इट कैरीज सेंसरी impulses coming from the lower part of the body to the brain and motor impulses originated from the brain to all over the body. And second one, it performs simple reflexes without the involvement of the brain. So the spinal cord has both communicative as well as the integrative functions. तो आमे जानिले कि functions include जहाँ करूची, it is doing, it has both communications are possible because of this communicative as well as integrative functions. So this is particularly all about the brain structure and brain functions. This is all about today's class. Tomorrow I will come with another topic. Thank you so much.